Alright, so I'll start in a sec. Yeah, of course. Okay. This is so awkward starting. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Nah, it's not like that. Okay. Hey guys. You two are killing me. Alright, it's Banksy. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Josh Winters and Scott Avery, two fellow Spurs fans. Say hello, boys.
Hello.
I
Hello.
don't know who you said hello to. There's not much of an audience out there right now, but you know, we're growing every day. We're growing every day. Now, we all share one very unfortunate thing in common. We all support Tottenham.
Yep.
It's a curse.
And
Yeah.
I don't
Fun
think I
times.
can remember a period of time where it's been so turbulent.
Yep.
When was the last time you felt truly lost like this, Josh?
Mourinho.
No, I genuinely can't remember. No, even Mourinho, there was some hope though. I was like,
But end of the season.
Yeah,
when
end of the
Mason
season.
took over.
yeah.
Do you remember that like 5-month period in charge where we just had no manager
Yeah.
and like
Oh,
no
yeah.
hope of even getting a manager?
Yeah.
And then we ended up with who? Was it Nuno? Was it?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Oh,
No.
yeah, that was a weird.
I was kind of gassed when we got Nuno though. I was like,
Yes.
he might do something, but
Yeah.
How he won a manager of the month with us, I'll never know.
I haven't got a clue.
And he got sacked like a month later.
That was crazy. Because I think we had like 4 London derbies in a row,
Yeah.
and we just got spanked in all of them.
Yeah,
He had to go.
definitely.
He had to go.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that really a test of our patience? Arteta's had far worse results, and look at him now.
Yeah. True.
3-2 win over United.
Yeah.
We're in the mud. They're
Yeah,
17
really
points
are.
clear of us.
Yeah, I was watching that game and it's just, it's hard to see. Like, I'm jealous of how they play. You know, they look like Man City, and I'm furious at Man City. You know,
Yeah.
like Pep, how it was arrogant of them to just
So
give them the
arrogant.
signings.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
They've
Just,
strengthened
but
rivals, man.
Even the
Yeah.
thing is, with Man U, their squad isn't amazing. Like, it's not tons better than ours. But they've got a few decent players.
You've got a
Rashford's
better
playing
attack
really
than
well.
United.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're just not performing.
It's that key aspect of Casemiro, Ericsson.
Yeah,
You
true.
know,
But
that
Ericsson could have
elite
come back
defensive
to us.
player. Ericsson
Oh.
needed to come back to
Yeah.
us. You know,
He's a creative midfielder that would have like solved that hole that we're completely missing.
Yeah.
nothing tells me he could not have played in that Højbjerg or Bentancur
Yeah.
pivot. He would have been perfect in there.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker. He's proven that consistently that he runs hard as well.
Because there's too much pressure on Højbjerg now to create. And
He has been creating though.
He has
He's been alright
but,
this season.
Yeah.
if you look at him,
Yeah.
the way he moves, he's not a creative midfielder.
No, definitely
He's,
not.
he's just a central midfielder. And if there's too much pressure on him attacking, he loses focus on defending.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's
He
all
doesn't
over
have the
the
pace
place.
to be
Nah.
going up and down, back and forth.
It's just not his natural role, is it?
No.
But then we're looking at, we bring in a manager of Conte, and we know that Conte plays a certain style of football. He has his preferred formation, he has his preferred type of players, mentality-wise. Now, we have a director of football here that's meant to be bringing in players for this mentality. On the most part, how has Paratici done?
Pretty good overall.
Pretty good overall?
I mean, he's been solid, but here we are now.
There's only been, like you said earlier, one miss.
Yeah.
One main miss.
Emerson Royale, very unanimous.
Who
Yeah.
actually had a good first half against City.
He was excellent. He's always, I'll defend him on this, he's always been a decent defender.
Yeah.
I'll defend him on that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're playing him as a wing back, so you just can't do that.
He'd do well in a back four.
Yeah.
I think he'd do really well in that.
That's why
Yeah.
I still think you'd go for 20 mil to like a Spanish or Italian
Yeah,
club.
definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
playing a back four.
Well, there was interest from Italian clubs for a little
I
while.
hope so.
Yeah.
But now it's gone to a point where the news has come out, well, a lot of rumours are coming out. Dimarzio saying that
Yeah.
Conte's going to run his contract
But
down
I think
because
that's
of
just
family
his.
ties.
That's just their prediction. They don't.
Yeah.
You know,
But if
they're quite bang on with these stuff, but also
Yeah.
like. That's nothing guaranteed. That's nothing reported. It's just what they're gauging on the situation.
But if it is true though, does Levy have to back Conte now?
Yes.
Or is there even point in backing a manager that's not even going to be there in 6 months?
I mean,
Because is he going to buy Porro for a wing-back system that might
Yeah.
not even be played by Poch
Yeah.
or Tuchel in the future by us? You know?
I think if he's leaving, we need to get rid of him right now.
So it has
There's
to be
no
now.
point. It has to be now.
He
in my
needs to
opinion.
narrow. He needs to nail down on what's happening with him. He needs
Yeah.
to get him, one-on-one and just assess the situation. But yeah, like you said about the formation, if Conte leaves, do you reckon that we'll go to a back four? Do you reckon we do better in a back four?
I mean, look at Nuno, right, under
Yeah.
Wolves. He's
Yeah,
playing a
true.
back three under Wolves, right?
Yeah.
Wing-back system. Soon as he comes through the doors at Tottenham, I'm sure Levy must have told him, you've got to play a back four, you've got to play attacking
Yeah.
football, which ultimately led to Nuno getting sacked because that's not his style.
Yeah, true.
But because of Conte's stature Levy's been like, okay, do what you want.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we get in a young project manager in again,
we're going to go straight to
we're
the
going to
back
go straight to the back
definitely.
4, 4-2-3-1.
Well, I don't know if we've got the
4-3-3.
players for a back five anyway at the moment.
No,
that's what
we
we're gonna
don't.
make the signings that Conte wants to play that system.
Romero's
And it's just not
inconsistent.
gonna- yeah.
He's an elite player that's inconsistent, so
Yeah.
he's on his way there, but it's not good enough
No.
at the moment.
Look at like because a back four can be done. Like look at Arsenal, like
Yeah.
it's
All the best teams in the world use a back four.
Like yeah,
They do.
exactly.
They do.
When Conte changed, like he changed the perspective of a back three or back five, however you look
Yeah.
at it. When he was at Chelsea like a few years ago, and now. I don't know. I think it's a bit outdated. From the way we play it, maybe not for other clubs. Like he definitely worked at Inter,
Yeah.
but with our players, it just doesn't.
Just I mean, he had Bastoni, Skriniar, Brozovic, you know, at Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Who's he got here? Dyer, Davis, Longley.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's true.
If you speaking of Davies, if you think yes, he's had his good moments, but he's just one of those like nothing players.
Yeah,
Like
I get it.
if
He's
I
just
look,
average.
yeah,
A
exactly.
solid 6 out of 10 every
Yeah,
game.
If
exactly.
4 seasons ago, if you asked me, would he still be at the club in 4 years' time? I'd be like, no chance.
I mean, he's
No.
been here for 9 years now.
He's almost.
Is it really that long?
He was Poch's first signing
Yeah.
in 2013-14.
That's shocking.
We signed him from Swansea for I think £18 million.
Yeah.
Did
It's
we
just, it's
swap?
just dead weight.
Did we do a swap for him as well? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
No idea.
It was quite a fee though, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been there. He's actually our longest serving player, is he not? Besides Kane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
And he's still getting in the team.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, under Poch, Davis was a bench player, perfectly
Yeah.
acceptable rotational player.
Yeah.
Now, Conte has been basically told, this is your starting left centre-back,
Yeah.
essentially. Bringing in a loan to, circumvent the fact that we couldn't get Bastoni, Cavadio.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make do with Longley for 12 months because we couldn't pay up the money for the boys. So I don't think Conte has been fully backed. He's been.
He's definitely
he's
not.
He's not been
no,
fully
no,
backed.
not
If
at
he's been fully back, we would have got like
We would have
all
had that
the
centre
players,
back,
yeah.
that wing back, and that
Yeah.
extra attacker. Only actually, I would argue, we're probably 4 elite positions away from being a force under Conte. So that's actually 5 now because of Lloris.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't have thought I could say that.
Lloris
a few
can't
months
win a
ago.
title.
We can't
No,
win a
it's a
title
shame.
with Lloris anymore.
Yeah, I think we need to just stop.
A new
Like,
keeper,
yeah,
new
new-
centre back,
Before we
wing-backs.
get these signings,
and a new attacking
create
winger.
midfielder.
Yeah,
and a
the-
creative
yeah.
midfielder.
because the vision, you know, is always win a title. But I think if we,
At the moment, it's just win.
it's even get top 4. Like
Yeah.
Just beat Preston. And
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if we could do that.
No.
Is that round quarterfinals if we beat Preston?
I think so.
remember.
Or was that round of 16?
It's one of the other.
Oh, Preston's round 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah,
So if
yeah.
we beat them, it's round of 16 next round 5.
Yeah.
That's decent. But at the same time, we'll be
If-
given an easy run.
Yeah.
And we've lost to these types of teams before.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember
Middlesbrough.
Colchester?
Colchester,
Yeah.
Middlesbrough?
Middlesbrough,
Some dark days. No matter what manager
So-
we seem to be under, we always have these games.
these shaky cup ties.
Yeah.
I mean, under 20 years of Enoch, there's one thing that's been consistent, and that's not the managers, that's not the players, it's been Levy. And it's
Yeah,
been the board,
definitely.
you know. What do you think the board has to do differently in these next 10 days to win the fans back over?
In the next
10 days before the
next-
transfer window closes.
Yeah.
This is the most important time.
just sign 2 at least. Well, I don't even know if 2's realistic at this point.
And we're still dicking about a release clause for
Yeah,
Porritt. We won't pay
Exactly.
it.
It's do you know what it is?
35, didn't we? And they only want 45.
Yeah.
Just pay it.
Do you know what it is about Levy?
Mm.
The reason he can't be at his club anymore.
Yeah.
Is because he's too stubborn. He's just so.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember that All or Nothing documentary?
Yeah.
They interviewed him. Every time they interviewed him, I just thought this guy's, loves the sound of his own voice. And
Yeah.
he's just too stubborn. Like, he's not willing to, find. He thinks, a fine margin, that makes the difference in the long run. When he just needs to bite his tongue sometimes. And
I feel like with all respect to Daniel, he's taken us as far as he possibly could have.
Definitely.
When he took us over, I think it was the early 2000s, we were mid-table. He's taken us.
He has done well.
taken us far.
in the long run, but there's.
But there's that one. He
You
can't
reach a
break
point
through
where
that
you
And that's
ceiling.
because
Yeah.
of his stubbornness.
He can't break through that
Yeah.
ceiling.
If it's because of his stubbornness, he had, he looked at the stadium.
Yeah.
He did an insane job with that. Yeah.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, I know we needed that, and that's helped massively
That's
financially.
highly low.
Like, it looks like his visions are more financial and stable than, you know, taking that risk.
Yeah, because if you remember the timing of the stadium as well, we had just come off an unbeaten season at the Lane.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst thing about that was? What really annoyed me during that season in 2016-17? It was the first season we had qualified for the Champions League again, right? And we played our Champions League games at Wembley rather than at the Lane.
And, like,
and we got knocked out in the group stage.
Did we?
Yeah. Monaco by Leverkusen.
That was. I'm thinking of the next season when we.
No. This is Monaco's with Mbappe, Fabinho, Bernardo Silva.
Oh, of course, that was.
We lost in the group stage.
Yeah.
We finished third.
Yeah.
And
in Wembley.
How did we do in the Europa that season?
We got knocked out in round of 16. Typical.
Oh my god.
No, we've not made it to the Europa League quarterfinals in God knows how long.
Yeah.
Which is, we just don't seem to care.
I mean, yeah, Europa League's not for us.
I mean, I don't care about the Europa League much anyway.
You say that, but I'd happily take.
I'd take anything.
I'd take anything.
I'd take confidence.
Well, the FA Cups are. Okay, what would you deem a successful season from now? Realistically successful season, because is fifth and no trophy realistically successful?
No, that's unsuccessful.
Definitely.
I think either fifth of the FA Cup or fourth, and yeah, that's it.
I'd be happy with top four.
So either a top four finish on
I'd be knee sliding for top four.
Yeah.
Top four, please. That's all we
we're
need.
competing with Newcastle and Man United.
Now, United did drop points. If we're going to celebrate Arsenal's win, United dropped points.
Yeah, that's true.
But here's the thing: if we had only just we can lose to Arsenal, sure. If we had only just beaten Villa, we'd still be in that conversation. You know. Right now we're on 33 points, they're on 39, and it's just not looking like we can bridge that gap.
No.
Newcastle's not losing. Even if they're not winning, they're not losing.
They look amazing at the moment.
And United are momentous as well.
I got a good question for you.
Yeah.
It's unrelated to Spurs, but it's similar to what you just said. You know, talking about expectations and happy result at the end of the season. I was speaking to my mates about this. Do you reckon Arsenal would be happy cup finishing second? Arsenal fans
at this point, no man, they'd be furious.
I was thinking, I think you know what they did last season when they almost had top four and they blew it, and they said, oh, finishing fifth still a successful season. I think if they say, oh, we've got Champions League back, like
if they turn it to that, but in the context of going from 8th to 5th, it was successful in that sense. You should have finished 4th. But here, it's halfway through.
They have to win it.
Every team that's gotten to this point has won the title, except for like a Liverpool team. And this Arsenal team. So this Arsenal team already is at a historic point for Arsenal Football Club, right? In their history, they've never been on this many amount of points in their history after these amount of games. If they go on to then finish second or third or fourth, colossal ball job. We will never let them forget it. It doesn't look likely, but we'll never let them forget it. You'll never forget that. Sivert, you'll never forget that, my friend. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh mate, I think the way they're playing. I don't want to talk about them too much, but scary days.
It's awful. It's awful. Genuinely. I mean, just even rewind the clock 8 months ago, we beat them 3-0.
Yeah.
Different team.
We looked like, man for man, we looked like we had better players than them all over the pitch. You know?
Yeah.
Even Emerson.
And now
their squad's amazing. They've all got fantastic players all over the pitch.
They don't have
Jesus went out and they got Nketiah, and now Nketiah's coming out and scoring
like,
2 goals.
Last season their bench was, you know, if they were losing their game, they wouldn't win, you know, because they couldn't bring anyone off the bench. Now look, they're getting players like Trossard.
Good backup.
Good backup. And we could have got him if we just paid
27 mil. Not that
and
steep for a backup.
We offered 12 mil. That's a joke. That's
for a Prem proven backup. He was already on fire.
He scored a hat-trick against Liverpool.
Anfield. You know?
Just
unreal. I mean, let's go through our squad right now. Let's do a little, sell or keep for our squad. Lloris.
So
he has to go. He has to go.
His day's done. I love him. I love him for what he's done for the club. He's our captain, but his day is done.
He deserves a lot of respect for stuff he's done in the past. I mean,
definitely.
I used to defend him a lot.
Do you remember when he broke his elbow? And against Brighton, it was the 1920 season.
Gazzaniga came in.
He came in, but then Lloris's first game back or something was against RB Leipzig.
Oh yeah.
And he had a stinker.
So I remember when he scored 3 goals.
They scored 3 goals. Yeah. They took a P roller from 30 yards. He just let it in, and it was that near post header from I can't remember who, but he like saved it behind the line. I thought he was done then. And then next season, after that, he was brilliant for most of the season.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he has those mistakes in him.
Is it 5 games in a row now he's made a mistake though?
Yeah.
It's not just any games, man.
Yeah,
The
big
North London
games.
derby.
Yeah. That first goal was
against
shocking.
City. Oh.
Shocking. He pushed it in.
He is.
Yeah.
Match fixing.
The fans as well have lost hope for him.
Yeah,
I was
he's
at a
lost the
game
fans completely.
Last season against Wolves, I think Nuno was still our manager. Or maybe
Wolves, we
Conte.
beat Wolves 1-0 on the Nuno, but it was away.
Oh, that was
Pretty
away.
sure.
Okay, so when we had Conte at the Lane, I was at that game, and Lloris made that horrible mistake where he just patted it down to
We lost 2-0.
Jimenez.
We lost 2-0,
Just
yeah.
patted it down to Jimenez.
We lost 2-0.
Half time, players walking in, everyone's just screaming at him, like, just yelling at him because he's lost the fans, you know.
He's finished.
Yeah,
Honestly,
definitely.
we have Pickford, Meslier, Raya, Oblak.
Yeah.
We've got no shortage of options
Yeah,
to go
exactly.
for. Raya's also looking
Out of
like
all
he
of
could
those,
be on
who
the
do you
cheap. Raya has to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Homegrown as well.
ideally
Yeah, true.
Oblak. Ideally Oblak.
Oblak would be
Yeah,
massive.
That would be huge.
Definitely,
You know,
yeah.
that's clean sheets.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at Atletico.
Raya's massive too, though.
Raya's good. Do you know how old he is? I don't know how old he is.
27.
Yeah, he's 27.
Good age.
To be fair,
yeah.
for a goalkeeper,
Good age.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
age.
Meslier would be.
He's very young though. He's 23.
That's the
Well,
thing.
even Pickford, how old is he?
I love Pickford.
26,
29.
29.
29. I think
I'm
Pickford's
bad
older.
with
Yeah.
ages. I don't know if I'd like
The
Pickford.
thing I like about Pickford though is
Is
if we
attitude.
get him, it's not just that though. It's the England #1 and #2 keeper fighting it out for both North London clubs
true.
as well. Ramsdale, Pickford.
Yeah.
That battle, you know what I mean?
Fucking
It just
Ramsdale,
makes the
yeah.
North London derby just more
Ramsdale,
badass.
I hate that
I hate
guy.
that prick
I hate
so
that
much.
guy.
Respect to him for
If he
stepping
played-
up against
yeah,
us, but I
if
hate
he
him
played,
so
If
much.
he played for, if he played for Spurs, I'd love him. I saw a
Yeah.
link to him. before he
No,
went to
not
Arsenal.
Ramsdale. No,
Oh, it was the West Brom guy.
Johnston.
Johnston.
Sam Johnston.
Sam
Yeah, that
Johnston,
was him. Yeah. Where is he now? Where is he? At United.
Oh yeah, he is. I think
Is he?
maybe.
But yeah, I would actually rather Raya, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Pickford
Yeah.
at all. What, Forster?
Key.
Backup?
He's too old.
But
34.
he's a solid backup.
He's a
There's
solid
there's
backup.
Is he solid?
At the moment.
I mean, he's.
Against Brentford?
yeah,
Was it?
that's true.
Do you know what it is? It's because he's not start. You know when he was at Southampton, he was playing almost
Yeah.
every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And he
man
was
in the
sick
match
at
performance against
Southampton.
Arsenal. You
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that?
he was
Yeah.
sick again. He was sick for Southampton.
Yeah.
Do you think
But-
we start him this week, Forster?
Oh, against Fulham? I'd rather risk it against Fulham.
Yeah. See how he does.
There's just more pressure.
He's going to play against Preston.
yeah.
Definitely.
I think if Lloris, after the back of 2 shit games, if Conte shows faith in him, I think that will lift his confidence.
I don't know, but I feel like he needs a reset. Just take him out for a bit, let him calm down.
If
sort
Lloris
himself
makes
out.
one more mistake, though, I think it gets ugly.
Yeah.
I think it gets
so.
ugly.
Exactly.
It's ugly now,
Yeah,
and it
it
gets
is.
ugly
Really
now.
is.
It gets to a point
Yeah.
where people are like, we don't need a defender, we don't need a wing back, we need
Yeah.
a keeper now.
Yeah.
That's priority.
Definitely.
So maybe for Lloris' sake.
Take him out this week. Give him a break. Yeah, I think he's going
Might
to
have
get
to
really
be.
bad.
I think it is bad now.
Yeah, true.
What about Dyer?
Dyer.
Backup
Oh.
option still?
Back up, yeah.
I think
He's not even homegrown.
He's
though.
got some
No.
good. He's got some good. He does have good attributes that I do like. He does. He's a bit of a donkey sometimes, but
Yeah.
he does. He does lead the back line to a good extent. Like when he's
Yeah.
got. Do you know what it is? He's the type of player that is strengthened by the players around him.
Yeah, I can
With
see that.
Romero and a better left-sided centre back, I think he's a good central defender.
I mean, I personally keep him for backup reasons.
Yeah,
because
I think
he's
squad
a
player as well.
versatile, good character to squad.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be starting him every week.
No,
I
it's
really
the mistakes
don't.
he makes just give away goals straight away every time.
Bonehead. The one against
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Oh,
Oh,
shocking.
And the one against, was it Brentford, where he shanked it and it went out.
Oh, man, yeah.
I
And we
know
conceded
how
that
to-
corner.
as soon as
we
he did
knew
that, I
they
knew.
were scoring.
Yeah, they were
We
scoring.
knew they were
Yeah.
scoring that. There we go. So Davis as well. I'd keep him around just for the sake.
He
of.
is. Do you know what I always say this about Davies? My dad says this as well when we're watching the games. He throws his body on the line every game.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a good. Say like
a good
he's a good squad player.
Yeah.
Say we're 1-0 up against a Liverpool or an Arsenal or a City.
Yeah.
Throw him on the last 10 minutes and he'll keep the clean sheet.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If we're keeping, this is all for the fact that we're keeping with Conte. He's
Yeah.
going to be that backup left centre
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
As
definitely.
Dyer is
Conte
the
likes
backup
him.
centre
Conte does
back.
like him.
Yeah.
Longley, I think he needs to go back to Barca. I don't think we trade. We don't even have a
He's good on the ball.
But we need an upgrade
But
to the
he
left
wasn't
centre back.
against City.
We need a Bastoni.
Yeah.
You know, we need that
Yeah.
But
level.
you can argue, are we going to get Bastoni? If not, do we just keep?
I feel like every summer we do have a big money signing that we can afford.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what 2 years ago when the Kane rumours to City were happening, right? We had an 80 million bid rejected for Lautaro Martinez. You know, we do have that money to make a big signing every summer. Last summer it was Richarlison, 58 million. The summer before that, did we actually? Who the hell did we sign that summer? Romero. Yeah.
Was that the Nuno summer?
Yeah, 48 million,
signed Romero,
or like 45 million or something.
But
like
no,
that.
we loaned him.
It was an
obligation to buy. So like we spread out the cost of the payments, but we do have the potential on us to make that money, especially with all the stadium revenue coming in now after COVID.
Definitely.
We have that money and Champions League money.
£6 for a
we
cheeseburger.
have the money.
Yeah.
They're nice though.
They are good.
We're suckers for that type of stuff, aren't we? We're proper consumers, man. But yeah, I think the biggest position we need to spend on is that centre back before the wing back even.
Yeah.
Which is shocking to say, but
and now even goalkeepers becoming a priority.
Everything's becoming a priority now.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Romero?
Keep.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep.
He's probably
defence, you'd be very.
He's a World Cup
self-explanatory,
winner.
isn't it,
I know it's a shitty argument, but he is a World Cup winner. You saw it. So is but 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And Romero, I think he's one of our best players.
He is on his day.
Yes.
On his day,
Best player,
and he's. Do you know what I like about him? He's that centre back. He reminds me of, you know, like that nasty centre back. He's not afraid
Nasty
to.
street.
Mind to wind people up.
He's not afraid to get. I know.
Dele Alli is centre backs.
Yeah.
Man. You know that prime Dele Alli.
Yeah.
That little shit ass.
Yeah. That attitude.
It's Romero.
Richarlison as a centre back.
I don't want to see Romero in the Turkish league in 5 years' time.
No.
No, he has to work out. Davinson? Has the boat sailed for Davinson?
I think
he's done better than he did, you know.
Remember when he came in for Romero last season against Liverpool, against Arsenal? He did well. But then, when was his bonehead mistakes at the start of the season again? Because he did make some.
Yeah, he did quite a few.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? He's been my shaky. You know that player where they're coming on and you're like, you get so nervous. For the last 4 years he's been that, but then recently other players have become my nervous.
Yeah.
I feel like he's at the right age to sell on though. He's 26, I think.
I think now or never. We've got so much dead weight.
Good time to sell him. I think it'd be a good time to get 15 million. I feel
we could even do looking for when we're looking to sign a top centre back, cash plus Davinson.
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually rumoured that Davinson was the player that we offered to Sporting.
Oh, for Porro.
Yeah, then it came out. Yeah, it was Davinson plus 35 million for Porro. Yeah,
that would have
which they completely rejected.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Speaking of Sporting, would you take Edwards back?
No.
Really?
No.
Fair.
I wouldn't. The ship sailed on him. He's a good player though.
Good.
I feel like we'll just end up in Chelsea in a year's time.
Yeah.
With Madueke as well. He's a wicked little player, but I don't know if he's got the goal output and the assist output for that.
Yeah. He's good on the ball, putting the ball in the net and putting it in the box. Maybe not.
Perisic.
Keep.
Yeah,
he's a good experience.
You know what I'd do with him? Forget wing back.
Winger.
Right? Winger. Depth winger.
Yeah.
He's an additional attacking winger to bring on. We have Udogie coming back.
Yes.
I still think we should persist with Cess. As a backup to Udogie.
Yeah, okay.
As a backup to Udogie.
As a backup, I'd keep Cess, but he's just one of those nothing players.
Yeah.
Impossible. Yeah, I know what you mean. Cheers.
But he makes some really good runs.
He does.
And then he'll get the ball in.
He did a great pass to Son.
Yeah.
Was it the North London derby?
Yeah, it was.
It was a great pass to Son.
But he also in that game, someone passed to him and he miscontrolled the ball. It went under his foot.
Yeah.
He's one of those players. Like he's like
I feel like he could learn from a player like Perisic though.
Yeah, I think he has
been learning.
He has been.
But that's why I think Udogie coming in, cementing that spot for himself. Udogie will start next season without that. It'd be Udogie and then a new wing back, right?
Yeah.
Because I'd have Spence there to back up that new wing back. Doherty and Emerson to go.
Yeah,
for me.
Definitely.
Doherty.
I don't know. I like
Doherty's my boy.
Yeah.
I like
keep Doherty.
I'd keep Doherty, bro. If you look at the way Doherty plays, I know he's not the player he was at Wolves, but I don't think that's his fault. I think that's because he had a lot of time on the bench under Mourinho, and also he was being played by Mourinho in a role that wasn't suited to him.
It was like the Emerson thing.
Yeah.
Because like, a wing back was being played as a
It's the
fullback, and now a
opposite
fullback is
scenario,
played as a
yeah.
wing back. Yeah.
I think Doherty, when he plays, he shows quality, like
Definitely.
traits of a good class
And
player.
I think
like,
he's figuring out that wing back role now.
Yeah.
Like, he's making it back and forth.
back to his days. of
I
old.
just think we could do a lot better, and I think we need to make
Oh,
room for
yeah.
the development of Spence. You know,
Yeah,
if we do
true.
sign a heavy hitter
Yeah.
wing back, you know,
I don't know if Spence wants to play for us anymore.
No, I don't think he does. Under Conte,
I
anyway,
hope he does.
because he's not a Conte signing.
he's
No.
a massive Poch
That
player.
would be
Yeah,
that would
he's
be
such a
still-
Poch
yeah.
player.
Yeah.
But imagine Poch with the new Udogie and Spence,
Dele Alli.
the new Rosen Walker.
Yeah.
Poch,
You know what I mean?
Poch would do a Dele Alli with.
And then we just need one
Definitely.
centre back to sign
Yeah.
next to Romero instead of two.
Yeah.
Like imagine Bastoni, Romero, Udogie
Yeah.
and Spence. Don't get me started.
It sounds-
And then Raya at the back, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dreamy. That's actually dreamy. Bentancur, Basuma, Højbjerg. Is that a trio to keep around?
Free.
I think
know-
Basuma
know
needs a lot more
Basuma's-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they play in it as a midfield three, you think, in a
I think
4-3-3?
if they play as a 3, who would you have in that holding role?
Basuma.
Basuma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have Højbjerg, but would you put Bentancur a bit in front of Højbjerg? Or parallel?
I'd put Bentancur more middle, like Basuma, Bentancur,
You'd have
Højbjerg.
Højbjerg as your...
I would have Højbjerg roaming,
Yeah.
but not really a creative roamer, more
like
of a battering ram
nuisance
roamer.
creator.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
pulling
ideally,
players.
I'd have an Ericsson instead of
Yeah,
Højbjerg.
exactly.
If we had an Ericsson,
Or if we had a creative attacking midfielder like Ericsson to sit in that role.
you know what I'd like? Basuma, Bentancur, Madison.
Ooh, I like that.
That 4-3-3
Yeah.
there, right there. That
Yeah.
Madison right there. Thoughts on
Yeah.
Madison there?
He's not for me.
Not for you.
Fair enough.
How come?
But no, he's a good player, like, and he's got a free kick in him as well.
Yeah.
Because we can't score. free
Prowsey?
kicks.
Prowsey, anyone?
No.
60 million
it's
on
a cheat-
Prowsey.
It's a cheat code. But nah, I would take Madison. Obviously, I just
Yeah.
think he doesn't have that presence that I think even Ericsson has.
Mm.
Like he's a little bit more fragile, and you know, even when Ericsson was playing under Poch, he was a bit, you know, didn't impose himself like
Yeah.
strength wise. I just think
Yeah, we do need somebody a bit more
someone
physical.
a bit more bulky.
Yeah.
Who'd
No,
you
that's
think
what
it'd be?
Dele was. That's what Dele
That
was.
is bring back Delhi.
Oh,
If
no.
Poch comes back to Delhi,
Resurrection.
Everton's not going to want him. Del Stroyer.
Resurrection. Undertaker.
That would be the most insane redemption arc.
But
Delhi
That would be
yeah.
mental.
Yeah, it would. I do, going back to midfield though, I do think Bentancur is probably the most needed to keep us
By
out.
far.
He's our
Yeah.
best midfielder.
If you saw how he played out the press against City, you lot were watching
Yeah.
against City. His play out the press, we just looked so much more confident.
Yeah.
And we were doing it. We were doing
Yeah,
it to
we were.
City.
Yeah,
We were
really
playing
were.
out that press
2-0
like
up.
nothing,
Yeah.
man. 2-0 up, bro. And then Lloris, and then Perisic, and then Longley, and then Dyer, and then Davis was
It
fine.
just all falls apart.
Davis didn't make any mistakes, but you know, Romero played okay. I thought.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought he
as
did
well.
Haaland quite well.
Yeah.
Well, Romero.
But still scored, yeah.
Do you see that tackle he did in the first half?
Beautiful tackle.
Yeah.
Oh man. Moving on, Son now. Son. Do you remember that? Do you remember that play though, where Son's breaking and Grealish catches up to him and tackles
Yeah.
him? What's Son doing?
I don't know.
Can't get his feet sorted
No.
out either. He's lost that acceleration to go
He's
at
lost the
players.
confidence, I think.
He's lost
He
it all.
Yeah, he has.
But you can't, in my opinion, you can't sell Son. Golden Boot winner last season.
But what's going on though?
But do we keep him in the starting 11? Or do we put Richarlison in?
Richarlison's got to get more game time.
Richarlison
Yeah.
has to start against
He
Fulham.
has to.
Over Son.
Yeah.
Son has to come off the bench like he did against Leicester.
Yeah.
He has to be humbled again like
Yeah,
that.
he does.
Yeah.
But why?
That, you're spot on there.
Why
I
gosh-
remember that game.
Why
was there.
completely change a Golden Boot winner's role in the team?
Yeah.
Conte changes Son's whole role.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we had to lose Son, then who can we even replace him with?
Who plays on the left side? Carrasco?
Carrasco, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Is he getting much game time right now?
I don't know if he is. I've not seen much of him, but I feel like he could be a really good player.
We were
in the
heavy after
system.
him in the summer, weren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
But release clause 60 mil. You know how Levy is with release
Yeah,
clauses.
that's true. Yeah,
I
who
think
else?
Mitoma. I like Mitoma.
Yeah,
Our boy's a baller.
definitely.
Would you, speaking of Brighton, would you take McAllister? They wouldn't
Alexis.
sell him, but
Where would he fit in our system?
yeah,
I
that's
think
what,
he could be that creative midfielder. I don't know.
Is
He's,
he
he's
creative
more
enough?
of a creator than
I
Højbjerg.
don't know if he is
Yeah.
at the moment, but give him some time.
Yeah.
He cooked in that Argentina midfield.
Yeah.
He came in and played that Lo Celso role.
Yeah.
Beautifully for them.
Who was alongside him? Enzo
Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, and Paredes. Was it
Yeah.
Paredes? No, DePaul. That
DePaul.
Oh, yeah,
three,
DePaul.
Yeah, DePaul,
DePaul's a
McAllister.
player.
Yeah.
He's a bulldog.
And what role was he? Was McAllister the creator, or was that more?
Yeah, he was filling in for
Yeah,
Lo
he
Celso
was.
because
Yeah.
Lo Celso was that team's like Mazzala,
yeah.
and McAllister came in and did that role amazingly.
Yeah.
Is Lo Celso still on loan?
Yeah.
Would
he's
you?
still
Are
open.
you? Are you gonna?
We do have two creative
Yeah.
midfielders at the club, and
What's going on
Dombele and Lo
there?
Celso.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
Still-
forget Winks.
Oh,
Don't forget
fucking
Harry.
hell.
You're not forgetting about
I
Winks.
forgot that.
Guess what? He made his debut the other day for Sampdoria.
Did he really?
Yeah, he just made his debut.
Oh, wow.
And also,
Just.
guess how many points there are in the relegation zone?
How
They're
many?
8 points deep from safety.
Fucking hell.
So they're quite far off
not
it right
looking
now.
good.
But Winks has just made his debut. He
He
could
was
turn
not
around.
bad.
He could
He
turn
was
around. He could turn him around.
You're
If Sampdoria survives,
You're the
it's Harry Winks.
Sampdoria transfer executive, and you're like you're flicking through your transfer books. Harry Winks is the man to get us out of relegation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, unreal. No, Winks is he has to. I don't think he has a place here anymore.
No, not at all.
Lo Celso and Ndombele.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what would be the worst thing though?
Imagine-
Poch
imagine-
signed these players, right, in
Yeah.
2020,
Yeah.
right?
Imagine Poch
He-
comes back. Let
He
them
gets
cook.
sacked because of these players though,
Yeah.
and then he comes back and they're still there.
Yeah.
And they're his like biggest, most expensive mistakes.
Yeah, they were.
And for them to still be there, and if Poch comes back as well, I don't know how.
Do you reckon
Poch's gonna
Poch
react to
could cook
Cook.
Ndombele? Do you reckon he could cook it?
I don't know.
that. And Ndombele, Bentancourt and Basuma.
Oh,
It has potential.
Now, if we're thinking of the Ndombele that we know, it's a nice Ndombele.
do you remember
Yeah.
that Ndombele that scored that goal against Sheffield?
Oh, the chip.
Yeah.
There is a future for Ndombele.
If he just sorts out his fitness
Is it
and his
Spurs?
attitude,
I don't think he can though. That's the problem.
No.
I don't think you can change a player's attitude. Well,
I think we need to sell him.
He's getting minutes for a title-winning Napoli side, a title-charging Napoli.
Yeah, true.
He's getting minutes.
he's scoring
every game.
goals.
He's scoring goals.
Yeah.
He's getting assists. He's looking good.
Yeah.
Napoli don't want to spend obviously a full price on him, but I think they'll
I think
take
they-
him for 15
Yeah.
or 20. at
Would you
most.
take 20 minutes? Would you think that's a good
I'll
deal?
take anything for
Yeah.
Lo Celso and Ndombele at this rate.
Yeah.
You got to get him out of the club. You get
Yeah.
Winks out. You got to. It has to be a painful rebuild.
Yeah,
Poch
it
did the
does.
interview in 2020, right? Painful rebuild. He's right.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
Players
And we're still
like
only halfway through that now.
Yeah, it's a long
Painful.
process.
Yeah.
We're not one of those clubs like City or Liverpool. I
Don't
mean,
forget
even
United.
yeah, exactly. United, Chelsea. We can't do one summer window
Yeah, that's true.
rebuild.
Don't forget, United just bought a world-class centre-back, Varane.
Yeah.
And the next summer
And
they
then
just bought
Probably
Casemiro.
the best holding midfielder in the world.
Unreal.
Yeah.
How do you buy that experience?
Yeah.
Like,
And you know they bought the second best player of all time, but that didn't.
who's that?
Ronaldo.
Sancho? Sancho? Jaden's fallen off a cliff. He's not even got any World Cup squad. Is he going to even make the Euro squad?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Who's next?
You got Kane.
Well, yeah, you keep Kane, right?
Yeah, because Kane doesn't want to stay, man.
Exit.
Yeah. Well, if Real Madrid comes in and makes a big bid this summer,
Would
Well,
you
yeah,
take?
he's
Would you take money for him? Would you take?
Or one more year of Kane. Reject the 80 million or one more year of Kane?
Do you think Richarlison could be our?
that's what I'm
He'd
thinking.
have to be. He'd have to be.
Yeah.
That's what he was signed for, to
Yeah.
play striker.
Could he be our?
But would you want one more year of Kane or 80 million?
I feel so sorry for Kane at this point, though. He's played so well his whole career and he's not won a single thing. And I feel like if he goes to Real Madrid, he could go there and win titles, trophy after trophy.
Yeah, but if
And
I
he's never
if
had that.
he's been obviously he was an Arsenal fan as a kid,
Yeah.
but
I don't remember
he's
that.
been at Spurs for his whole life.
Yeah.
If I was that player like Alan Shearer, I wouldn't, you know, I'd want the legacy of the loyalty. I know
Yeah,
he's
He's got it though.
I
He's
think
got that legacy.
he does,
though.
yeah.
He's
And
going to
the
become
age that he's
Tottenham's
at.
all-time scorer.
Yeah, it's true.
He has to do that. If he does that, then he can leave.
He's got four realistic clubs that
Yeah,
he can
Madrid,
go for. Bayern.
United.
Yeah.
And Newcastle.
Yeah.
Don't laugh, but Newcastle.
It's true.
No, you're right, though.
They'll have
They
the
pay
money.
it.
They,
Yeah.
It's a big club.
Yeah,
Newcastle
it's
is
true.
historically a massive institution.
But we couldn't sell him to Newcastle.
We couldn't sell him to United. We
no,
can't.
definitely not. No.
We can't. Take 40 million from Bayern or Madrid rather than 80 million from
Yeah,
United or
I
Newcastle. Ship him off abroad.
Yeah.
But he's going to want to go to. He's going to want that Prem record though.
Yeah, he
That's
will.
the problem.
Yeah.
I do hope Bayern go in for him though. He deserves to win trophies.
Yeah, he really does.
I wish him all the best. Well, we
Yeah.
we didn't deserve him in the end
No,
with what we've given him.
definitely not.
There was a point where we deserved him, and then.
Oh
we
yeah,
called it.
there was a point where he probably didn't deserve us. So a point
Yeah.
where we were getting to final after semi-final after final, and he was
didn't
not
turn
showing up.
No.
Yeah.
So there was a point where, look, we're actually getting you to this point, and
Yeah.
you're not helping us over the line.
Yeah,
But he is just too good now.
he is definitely.
He needs a team that will just win trophies for him.
Yeah.
And his legacy is safe no matter what.
Could you
Yeah,
imagine
well,
in,
like with
in
Spurs
that Real
fans.
Madrid
Yeah.
team? Could you imagine him in that Real Madrid team?
Vinicius.
With
Cook, man. I still think Kane would be the best in the United team or the Bayern team. But
Yeah.
look, with United, he's got Fernandes, Ericsson, Anthony feeding him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Rashford as well to play off Rashford.
Because that Kane Ericsson
Sancho.
link.
Yeah.
Kane Ericsson link,
Oh.
Fernandes link as well,
He's
bro.
got-
Rashford
yeah.
link, he's good with Rashford too.
He's got a
man.
United move.
Oh, bro, he'd fit him so beautifully at United.
Sad to say.
Oh man, but yeah.
I'd let him go now if he can stop Arsenal winning the league. With United.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ship off it. 6-month loan actually. 6-month loan.
yeah.
In exchange, we'll take Casemiro. No, Varane. We'll take Varane actually. I'll take
I'll
Varane.
definitely take Varane.
I'll take McTominay.
We'll take McFred. We'll take both of them. We'll take McFred.
McCoy, imagine that.
But Kulu's going nowhere.
Yeah, he's staying.
Definitely not.
He's
He
our
loves the
future.
club,
He's
he
our
loves the club,
future.
He
Yeah.
loves the club.
He's our future. He can't go anywhere. Lucas is
No.
going to Brazil.
Yeah,
He's
got
back to
a
Brazil.
Yeah.
Sao Paulo move all over him.
6 months time.
Yeah.
All the best, mate.
Definitely.
Thanks for Leicester and Ajax. Wait a minute, Bergwijn did the Leicester moment.
Bergwijn.
Yeah.
Thanks for Ajax. The best moment in our
we
in
bottled
our
it with
modern history.
Bergwijn.
Bergwijn
Yeah, we did.
was a good signing. We just
Yeah.
didn't utilise him well.
Mhm.
Remember his debut?
Debut, I was at the game.
Oh.
I was at the stadium and he
I was so hyped, bro.
And I was at the.
Oh.
I was right at the corner flag where he came and celebrated. It was unreal.
That's mad.
The electricity
Yeah.
when he scored, because we won that game 2-0, didn't we? As
Yeah.
well.
When
The
you see
electricity.
players do that, you like. I still, I'd still want him.
Yeah.
You don't let those
He used to
players
come
go.
off the bench and score like 2 goals.
Yeah.
In 90 whatever minute.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who's that biggest heartbreak that got away? Like, who's the biggest footballer that you wanted at your club that just got? For me, it was Dybala.
Oh,
That never
as
came.
in the
The footballer
player
that never
did,
came. Yeah.
Bro,
Dybala for
I was
me.
thinking about this earlier. I was going to mention
Yeah.
this. If I think there's that if
Those if moments, yeah. If we
Right.
look in our last 10 years, like there's a lot of if moments for Spurs. Like,
Yeah.
what if we sign this player? What if we scored
Yeah.
in the UCL final? But if we're talking about transfers, yeah,
Yeah,
the biggest
transfers.
one is Dybala.
Dybala.
We were in that
Absolutely,
team.
yeah.
We were fresh off the season with
Champions
the Champions League final. You don't. Whether we were like some say it was a fluke or whatever. You don't get into the UCL final without having a good
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
We were fresh off that with a good manager.
And
If
Dombele,
we-
Lo
and Dombele, Lo
Celso,
Celso,
Cess, Clark.
Cess,
Yeah.
Jack Clark. That's upsetting.
Added Dybala
Yeah.
to that. Wow.
We were one like world class signing because
So
it's
close.
not just about the player. If your team, if you're playing for a club, yeah, and they sign a player like Dybala, you're gonna have so much more.
Remember, it fell apart on
motivation.
deadline day as
On
well.
deadline day.
Wasn't it deadline day? It fell
I
apart.
was
Yeah.
I was on holiday
Oh.
looking at checking my phone and
I thought I'd buy a Dybala shirt instantly. Number 9, Dybala. I would have bought it instantly.
Yeah.
That was my biggest one that got away. Another good one though was when Modric went to Madrid in 2013.
Yeah.
João Moutinho. We had
Yeah.
the deal agreed on deadline day for him as well. He would have been a massive player for
Yeah,
us to replace
definitely.
Modric.
we Bruno said he was closer to
Oh,
joining
Bruno!
Spurs.
Bro, Bruno would have cooked in this team as
Ruben
well.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz
Yeah,
too.
the list's
Man,
endless.
this is painful now.
The list is endless.
Yeah.
It is actually endless as well. If you could have any one player though, any dream signing right now to fix our team this January,
To fix our team. One.
right now, Hakimi.
Realistically.
One signing, Hakimi.
Are we talking realistically?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Hakimi.
Okay. Hakimi.
Hakimi, straight in a wing back. Persist with Dyer. Get Hakimi in.
Hold on.
Anyone
I don't know.
that would fix
Hold
us the
on.
most.
Cancelo.
But then that's still. Oh, because would you play him at right
Covers
back?
both sides,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I think he
it's-
wants to
Passing
go to
ability, dribbling. You could just fill into that midfield
Yeah.
if we need him.
I'd go for just a world class centre back. Like, I know Sergio Ramos is a bad name to throw around because he's just.
Bring in Bonucci.
Yeah, because he's too old.
Yeah.
But someone of that quality like Vardiol. Yeah, I'd take Vardiol any day of the week.
Yeah.
The only dribble he conceded at the World Cup was that Messi assist.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Yeah, Messi.
I'd take Vardiol. Yeah, Vardiol, Militao, one of those. A pacey centre back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's got presence and is not a fucking donkey like that.
I still think a realistic team for us next season is Raya, Spence, Udogie, Romero and Bastoni. I still think that's realistic.
That's a solid defence.
I still think that's realistic.
I'd like a back four. I want a back.
I want 4-3-3 back.
Yeah.
4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3.
I like 4-3-3. Basuma, Bentancur, Højbjerg.
I want a
let Basuma cook.
Yeah.
He's had a troubled start, but you forget Basuma's. At Brighton he was that player.
Yeah,
he was their best player, and he can be. He's still young,
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Give him more game time.
So we got Fulham next, right? Tomorrow night.
Yep.
Tomorrow night, 8 PM.
Predictions?
Craven Cottage floodlights.
You get any of you going?
Nah. Lewis is.
Lewis is, yeah.
Lewis is going.
Predictions under the floodlights.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2. I think a draw's realistic at this rate.
Yeah. And we're conceding so much at the moment.
I'm gonna do a bold prediction.
Yeah. Mitrovic hat-trick. Is that bold? That's a realistic prediction, not a bold prediction.
2-1 Spurs. It's either gonna be that, or it's gonna be like Crystal Palace, where
there's no way we keep a clean sheet though.
No,
not against Fulham. Palace is blunt.
Actually, we're away. We're away. Monday night kickoff. Yeah, 2-2.
Spotlights on us.
Yeah.
Spotlights on. Floodlights on. Fulham's on fire.
Atmosphere.
Fulham's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2
Mitrovic as well.
Yeah.
I'm being deluded. That's me being deluded too, man.
How do you think we're going to concede the goals? Who's making the errors?
If Lloris starts.
I think do you know what it is? It's going
Both
to
errors?
be. It's going to be playing. It's going to be. This is. I'm going to call it now.
Yeah. Let's say the errors.
Tape this.
Yeah.
Clip it. Lloris is going to clip. Lloris is just going to be passing it around the back. Yeah. He's going to panic. And he's going to clear it long.
Yeah.
Going to halfway line. They're going to win it back.
Tim Ream's going to.
You know. Now we're on the back foot because we've lost momentum. We've just cleared the ball aimlessly. They're going to channel it down the left. Mitrovic, bit of shimmy, bottom corner.
Yeah. That's what it's going to
Mitro, bottom corner, bottom corner finish.
Coming off the left.
Is that like a late equaliser, 2-2? Yeah, we have the 2-1 on our side.
Nah, that's we're 2-0 up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
it's
that's
2-1.
That's the mistake that turns the tide.
Okay. What, you think we'll go 2 up?
I don't. I think we'll go 2 down.
Ooh, another comeback.
I don't think we've got a comeback.
Mate, we're not second half FC anymore.
Yeah, but we're still only 45 minutes, whether it's first half or second half.
Yeah. We were first half FC.
I think 2-1. If I'm being optimistic,
2-1
to Fulham. If I'm being optimistic, 2-1 to Fulham. If I'm being realistic, 4-1 to Fulham. I do think we'll score.
Yeah.
Kane scores these games. He's in my fantasy team. He has to score. I need him to score.
Yeah.
He's my captain then.
You've made a terrible mistake of
I should have
Haaland
captain.
captain.
And Haaland's in my team.
And
as well.
everyone else is Haaland captain.
My front three is Haaland, Kane, Mitrovic.
Bro, you're screwed. Everyone's captain Haaland in our fantasy league. You're screwed.
I mean,
Yeah. Yes, you are. Predicted lineup then?
Predicted lineup.
Biggest question over the keeper.
I'm going to say Lloris. I think he's going to be backed.
Yeah.
And whether that does him confidence or puts more pressure on him, we'll never know. But I think he'll start.
You think the back is justified for Lloris?
I think it's justified, but just out of hope, I want Forster to start because I think Lloris needs that reset.
Okay. Back three? Same formation that we always go for?
Yeah.
Are we going, 3-4?
Longley, there's no chance Longley starting.
No.
No? Davies did start last game though. He tends to rotate.
Yeah, true.
I think Longley will start.
So you think Longley, Romero, Dyer?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that as well.
It's either that or Davies for Longley. Yeah. Dyer and Romero are guaranteed.
Because Mitrovic is going to have to... It's just who does Mitrovic want to bully?
Yeah, true.
He can pick and choose.
Yeah.
Longley, I'm coming for you. Right. Wing backs.
I think Sess
is starting.
Yeah,
I think. Do you reckon Emerson will get backed after that City?
I think Emerson will start as well.
I want Doherty to start. I think Doherty's so much better than Emerson. But after that performance,
Emerson's good in the air, defending wise.
Yeah.
He might help against Mitrovic and Fulham's back.
Doherty's just so more composed in attack.
He is. But do we need him for attack, or are we going to park the bus against Fulham? You know.
Probably just park the bus.
Yeah. Hope for a Kane wonder goal.
Yeah.
I think it will be Emerson, but I want Doherty.
Midfield. Ben Sanker starts obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Højbjerg.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no brainer. Kane, Son, Kulusevski again.
I
Richarlison.
think Kane,
Kane,
Richarlison.
Richarlison, Kulusevski. Yeah.
I think this is where we finally drop Son.
I think if we're going to do it, it needs to be in this game.
You think he'll do it though?
I hope
This
so.
is a game. This is the the banker where we got to fully risk it.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, once you play Preston, I think we've got a long rest before City again. I think we've got an 8-day rest.
Okay.
So there's nothing to risk. We can play.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
We've got an FA Cup game next.
But maybe
to
some
rest.
of these players need a longer break. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Son sit out for a bit.
Yeah, if Son is benched and Son's got a long rest,
Yeah.
which I think he needs.
Yeah, he does.
You could realistically send him on a week holiday.
Yeah. Send him to Ibiza.
You know what? I think Son's got a missus.
Really?
I think.
I thought he was waiting to get married after his career.
Yeah, but I think that's.
His dad didn't
that's-
want him to have
I
kids.
think that's why
Don't
his
tell his
form's
dad.
been shit this season.
Oh, maybe.
He's got a missus for the first
He's got
time.
distracted.
He's got a,
Yeah.
well, think about it. We had the career tour in the summer,
Oh,
right?
that is true, actually.
Oh.
And his fame has never been more
Yeah.
skyrocket, right? Has he secured himself and not got a missus?
Maybe, yeah.
He's
Has
fumbled
that
the
been
bag.
has that, or has he
could've
secured the bag? Depends on the missus.
He's fumbled the bag for us.
Yeah.
We're the ones that matter, Son.
Yeah.
I think that could be it, you know.
Maybe.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Furious.
my dad always blames Kane's bad performances on the fact he's got like 4 kids. Like they're just keeping him up at night. It's crying.
Kate's a good mum, I'm pretty sure. So. Oh man. So what? Rest of the season now. What can we hope for? We have Champions League against
We
Milan.
can dream for
Champions
I forget-
League, baby!
I forget we're still in the champs.
That's crazy, bro.
I forget we're still in.
How are we not making the most of that and making signings right now?
Tuchel, bring Tuchel in. Champions League run, baby.
I'm not taking Tuchel.
Come on, he did it for Chelsea. We can't stop
wouldn't-
taking Chelsea managers, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not taking another Chelsea region.
Lampard in 5 years.
Oh, fucking
Maurizio Sarri in 3.
No, I think we it's either we will go guns blazing for the Champions League, but I can't. Can you see a team with Dyer and Davies and Lloris
Dominating the San Siro.
Not happening.
turning up to the fucking?
Well, let's be real here.
Bernabeu.
If Arsenal do win the league, the only thing that rescues it for us is if we win the Champions League. That I know that would never happen, but the only way we could ever stomach
Spoil the
Arsenal
party, spoil
winning the
party.
Prem would be us winning the Champions League a week later.
That would be amazing.
That's the only way this season's redeemed.
I'd want Arsenal to win the Prem.
Whether we
just so
finish
can
5th
do
or
that.
6th or
Rub it in their
7th, if we win the champs, all is forgiven. That's what I say.
But to do that, we need to make contact now. Like, we need to make signings.
Porro needs to come in now.
Yep.
Raya needs to come in now.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get him off.
Just 2 signings. I'll
Brentford,
take 2
though.
signings.
Yeah.
Like, in this
A
transfer
Trossard would have been Porro and Trossard would have been perfect.
Yeah, they would have been.
Instead, it's going to be Porro and Zaniolo, which I actually like Zaniolo.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Zaniolo as well.
I like his
Yeah,
yellow
peasants.
card output.
But we need to
Nuno
back
Melo.
Conte.
Nuno Melo. Yeah, we have to back him now. But Champions League, right? Milan, and then if we beat Milan, who also lost 3-0 to Inter the other day,
Did they?
they're beatable.
Oh.
They got destroyed by Inter.
Oh, fuck.
Tomori's looking shaky.
But they're
They're
also
beatable.
That's
like.
not bad.
Do you think? Where does Leao play on the left?
Yeah, up against Everton.
You think Emerson?
We're fucked.
We are.
We're fucked. We're gonna sign Porro ASAP, man. We're gonna sign Porro, or Romero has to body check him all game.
No,
I don't think he's even got the physicality to do that.
I think we're lucky we got Milan though, because we could have
Yeah,
easily
we
got
are.
PSG.
Yeah, true.
You know, it's beatable. If we do beat Milan, it's all to play for in the
Yeah.
cause. Because don't forget, Benfica. Are Benfica and Porto still in it as
Yeah,
well?
they are.
And like Club Bruges and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also there's some really weaker matchups too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think there's guaranteed to be at least 3 weaker teams in the quarterfinal.
But
pot.
do you even remember this season? Yeah, has got our UCL 2019 run all over it again. Like
Paper all over all
Yeah.
the crap.
exactly.
if we
Like
do this.
we have such a shaky Prem season.
Yeah.
And then, because even in that season, we had a tough run. We had Dortmund, City,
Oh, yeah.
Ajax.
Yeah.
Ajax, you know,
Ajax were tough,
they
believe
were
it.
tough
they were
at that in
tough.
that era. Like,
They destroyed us
and yeah,
for 150 minutes.
Yeah.
literally. So I think
Bold wizard.
I'm not gonna call anything, but
I'll call it. We're winning.
I'll be if forget Champions League. If we get top 4, I'll be knee sliding.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah. How about FA Cup? Any chance?
No.
Who's still in it?
It's just not our trophy.
You're not. Yeah, no, because Arsenal play City, and United are the only other team in it. Everyone else is
We
knocked
beat
out.
United.
Then we got to beat either one of those. We can't beat
Liverpool
any
have Brighton.
No, we can't.
Liverpool have Brighton. Yeah, true. Liverpool have Brighton. City have Arsenal, and United have another team, like an easier team. So it's between. It could be between us, United, City, and Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's quite. It could be between us and the best teams in the league.
It's looking like
It's looking
a FA
shameful.
Cup Champions League double.
Woohoo! And top 4.
That'd be nice.
And top 4, but it's looking positive, lads. Alright, boys, thank you for joining me.
No
I
worries.
really appreciate it, lads. Now, we're going to lose to Fulham, alright? I've got a video that will come out tomorrow after the Fulham game, reaction to it. I'll probably be in tears. But yeah, thank you for watching, lads. Thank you very much, and
Cheers.
have a great night.
Cheers for having us.
Cheers,
boys.
boys.
Thank you, bro.